And then if you're talking about a new game, then there we go. What's up, Blau?
Hold up, let me mute my TV.
No problem. How's the game audio for you all? Does it sound good? Too loud? Too quiet? I can adjust that.
There's no game audio coming from me at the moment.
Oh, okay, never mind. Game audio is coming soon.
It won't start until I actually start the game.
That's right. I forgot that was like that.
Okay. Can you say something for me so I can make sure I got this muted right?
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Same.
Okay, good.
Okay.
All right.
All right, we got.
We're dying again, so I'm gonna hop off here for a bit.
All right, cool. Thanks, JD.
Thank you. Good luck, Blau.
Thanks, JD. Good run.
Thank you.
Can you guys hear Blau okay and everything? Well, that's another rumor that I've heard, Gallows, is that there's going to be a port of Pikmin 3. I don't know if it's going to be a new Pikmin. Game audio way too loud. All right, let me fix it real fast. Sorry, guys.
I can change it.
No, that's fine. I got the little, I got you on a separate knob, so. How's that, guys? Is that better? Is it too quiet? I can bump it up. Perfect. Okay, awesome. What were we just talking about? Oh yeah, just remember that Pikmin 3, another port that could be coming out soon. I don't know about a new Pikmin, but it's just something I'd heard.
So, this is a colorized ROM hack of Mario Land. It's made by the same guy that did the Mario Land 2 colorized ROM hack that added Luigi as a playable character. And aside from some sprite changes in the colorization, it's no different from just regular Mario Land.
I remember watching you play this during Generations, and they did a good job, I think.
Yeah, it's actually not the first attempt someone made at colorizing Mario Land. There was another one that was there actually wasn't as much color added as this version, so this one's definitely better. The only key thing about it is it retained all the original sprites, so if that is something you prefer, then perhaps the old version would be the colorized version for you.
Pantaro says, on the subject of Pikmin, you know what I want to see in the next Smash if Pikmin 4 comes out before it? Let's see. What's that, Pantaro? Olimar gets the Bowser Jr. treatment. Each color slot is a different captain. That'd be cool.
You can already select Alf. Whoops.
I like Pikmin a lot. I was working at you guys remember Bray. I did a lot of like odd jobs because when Pikmin came out, I think I was in the I think I was in 8th grade. It's either an 8th grade or a freshman in high school. I think it was 8th grade though. Around 7th, 8th, 9th grade, we do like these random odd jobs for like Bray's mom. Like she would work like different places, and we'd be like little helpers. And she, there was the daycare she was working at was having some sort of like event that needed more people to like. It was kind of like a fair type thing where you'd man different booths, like a I don't know, like a fair type stuff, like throwing a ring on a pole or something like that. But anyways, I used the money from that to get Pikmin. I think I told the story before. Whenever I got Pikmin, I remember going up to the store, and it was like behind a glass door, and so I had to ask like the clerk to like, hey, can I get Pikmin? I remember there's like I think I was in the, like I said, I think the 8th grade. I remember these kids that were a little bit older than me, probably like in, you know, sophomore or junior in high school. When I was getting Pikmin, I remember they're like, Pikmin, that's a baby's game. Saying something like that. And I was just like, I don't care. And then I went home and played Pikmin. We, me, my brother's friend Armstrong, which Armstrong, he's been, you guys have seen him probably one marathon a while ago. Oh yeah, thank you for whoever is activating that right now. Oh, actually, did that just randomly activate? Let me fix that. I need to show off. It's not JD playing. I'll go to my... Whoa! We just got a donation, $50 from Darren. I think that's my Dota buddy, Darren. The witch doctor himself. That's his favorite Dota character. It's one of my favorite Dota characters, too. Let me, I'll read the comment in just 1 second from Darren. I gotta update the game player real fast. Sorry, and I'm sure y'all see them now. So, we got Blau. Blau, what is your Twitch? It's the same, right? Blaumagier?
Yep. It's the same on basically everything.
What do you want your description to be? It can be anything. It can be like Dragon Quest champion. It can be Baby James's daddy. It can be anything you want.
Virtual Boy enthusiast.
All right. Well,
I don't know.
I'm also a virtual enthusiast. I need to get one. I guess I can't be one.
That donation reminds me, and I want to count it towards this, but starting from now until I finish Waluigi's taco stand, every $10 I'm going to collect an additional ingredient beyond what I need. So if you could keep track of that for me.
I got a pen and paper here in just a second.
So we're currently at 5 additional ingredients.
Alright, here we go. So right now I'm the host. I'll be hosting until 6 a.m. and then we got Plane over here. I love this little feature. Shout outs to Rudy if you're out there, Rudy. We got Blau playing. How late are you playing till, Blau? I'll get this piece of paper.
I just got a 2-hour block.
2 hours? Okay. Alright, let me get paper so I can keep track of what's going on. And then I also gotta pour more lemon juice.
My junk got stolen.
Alright, I'm back. Now let's read what Darren said. We'll pour lemon juice. We'll get caught up. So Darren says, $50. Good luck on the stream. Cheers from Vancouver. Just passing by and wanted to say hi. Stay safe and game soon. Thank you, Darren. Okay. So what am I supposed to be keeping track of?
Every $10 until I finish Waluigi's taco stand, I will collect an additional ingredient beyond what is needed. Correct ingredients only.
So you're at 5 ingredients right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Let's keep these ingredients coming. And let's, speaking of ingredients, let's add some more lemon juice. So that was $50, so we got 25 milliliters. And we're just about a little over $200 away from me having to chug this. This Tingles Tang.
That was a great place to fall off.
But yeah, with Pikmin, went home, played it, me and my brother and Armstrong. And that is where Chase likes to tell his fish, the story of the fish food. That is when that happened. It was when we were playing the next day after we'd played Pikmin. Oh, I got rid of my towels. Alright, so this needs to be about 45 milliliters. Alright, that's good. Alright. So far, that's where we're at. Keep the donations coming in. Thank you so much, Darren. Woo! There was just a droplet, and I just tasted it with my tongue, and that is strong. Rented Pikmin when I was 7, didn't get it at all, and then I bought the copy that I rented a few years later, and suddenly understand the whole world. Yeah, we were kind of talking about that earlier, where sometimes you'll play a game, and it doesn't stick with you, or it doesn't click with you. Years later, you'll try it out again, and you're just like, wow, I love this game. I really wish I'd gotten more into RTSs and stuff when I was younger. That was Chase's thing. He liked to play RTSs, and and stuff. Like I played, like I mentioned, Warcraft and stuff, but I wasn't really hardcore into it. Well, Chase was like way more into it, and I think it's playing that kind of like honed your skills toward the MOBA. I didn't get into the MOBA game later, and I'm a huge Dota fan, and I'm pretty good, but I'm not.
My goodness.
Not on the level I should be for the amount of hours that I've played. Like Chase is they have the rankings, and Chase is in the highest rank that you can get, which is, well, technically there's even a rank above that, because it's like, it's really weird how Dota does rankings. But anyways, I'm not on that level. I wish for the amount of hours I should be, and I kind of think like maybe if I was younger, because it took me forever when I first started playing MOBAs. It was my first experience playing and doing these things, and it was so like foreign to me, so I wish I'd done more. Anyways, next goal's at 11,300. We are $214 away.
Did I just wall jump? What happened?
That is weird. I just watched it happen. Is it like challenger level in league that's like literally the top 1%? So there's the top rank is divine, but then at a certain point in divine there's I forgot what it's called. It'll add a number when you're at a certain point so you can know what rank you are specifically. But I think divine itself is like the top 1%.
I wouldn't mind getting the flower here. Although I guess it doesn't matter since I'm going into 2-3.
Also, thank you, Darren, for that late night donation. So it is 2 a.m. here. These donations are hard to come by at this time. We appreciate it. We've had a pretty good donations overnight. Keep them coming. Submarine level. So on the cover, you see, don't you see like the pyramids? Isn't there a submarine or something on the cover as well?
I believe so. I think you get like a little preview of all of it, really.
Yeah. I always thought the cover art for this game was really cool.
Mario Land 2 had similar cover art where it had just like a little bit of everything.
Just real quick. Sorry, every once in a while I need to check like Discord and stuff to make sure I don't have any message or missed any information. Because I'm disconnected from the world basically at the moment. So I gotta make sure I didn't miss any like important stuff. Let's see. Okay, looks like I'm caught up on that. And oh, looks like I do have. Oh, that's TSG news. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think I'm caught up everywhere. Let's see, what's our viewer count looking right now? Chat, let's see, we are at... We are at 73 viewers, okay, it's not bad for this time of night. Okay, alright, back to you, chat. What would you guys like to talk about? I'm open to anything, preferably video game related. But
I like the Daisy sprite.
Yeah, it looks
Probably off the screen for you already.
No, is she the one that just leaped off, or?
It's turned to the octopus.
Yeah.
We'll get to see it again when I beat this world.
What type of controller are you using, Blau?
GameCube.
I was about to say, this is, it's got the, I knew that you were playing on the Game Boy Advance player, but I wasn't sure. I guess there wouldn't really be a lot of options for different controls. But anyways, I like the sounds of the GameCube controllers.
I could always play with a Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, it's true. No, I like this. Wasn't complaining about the sound, but I just that noise is so it is very distinct. Like Gallo said, like you can tell you're playing on a GameCube controller.
If only the D-pad were a little bigger, then I wouldn't be using the analog stick.
Somehow over the years, I have amassed like, not exaggerating, like 15 GameCube controllers just from like. I mean, people, whenever, like I mentioned before, sometimes I would try to get like video games from garage sales and stuff like that, and for a while there, people were just giving away GameCubes, and like when they give away their GameCube, they'd be like, "All right, here's all the controllers." I'm like, okay, I'll take them.
That's actually really good to have, since GameCube controllers are kind of expensive thanks to Smash Brothers.
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky to have them. I've got like 3 Spice Orange ones, which those are my favorite color of all of them.
I've got 4 GameCube controllers, and I'm not sure they all function.
I do have like a really weird third-party one that a family was.
That one up was there.
There was a family that was moving, like their dad had just got a new job somewhere else, and they were having to just move on the fly, and they were just selling they were selling all his video games, and he sold me his Sega Master System, which I never had seen in real life before then, GameCube and Sega Genesis, like a ton of Sega Genesis games for something like ridiculous, like really cheap, and I was just like, oh my god. Yeah,
I've never seen a Master System either.
Yeah, I finally saw one. It's pretty cool, and I hooked it up, and yeah, it's neat.
I believe you can just get an adapter for the Genesis that lets you play them.
Oh yeah, and inside like the cartridge port or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, GameCubes do stack really well. I want to get. So I have 2 purple GameCubes and 1 black one, and I want to get. So in Japan they had the Spice Orange. Like we have the Spice Orange controllers, but Japan had the Spice Orange outer cover, and I want to kind of like, it's really easy to swap the shells, so I might get like a Spice Orange one and just swap them out. But there's I think that the Metroid collection should have had that Spice Orange, or not Metroid collection. There was it was, I think, probably like the middle of the GameCube's life cycle, where they put out this special edition game. It wasn't even a special, I don't know what they called it. It was just like a Metroid GameCube. But the GameCube itself didn't have any special branding. It was just a silver GameCube. But the box that came in had like Samus's visor. The box itself looked really cool. And it came with Metroid 1, or Metroid Prime 1, and maybe a demo for Prime 2? I can't remember. But me, being stupid, I was like, I was really hyped and into the Primes. Like, Prime had already been out for a while. They just were putting out a special, basically like a bundle. And so I sold my purple GameCube, and I sold my purple GameCube to get this special edition GameCube, even though it wasn't like anything. It wasn't anything new. It was just a silver GameCube. Basically, like, for the box, I had to spend probably like an extra like $80 or whatever. It was pretty stupid. And what's really stupid now is I don't even have that silver GameCube anymore. But I kept the box. But then, whenever I moved out after I got married and moved to the apartment, I left my box at my parents' house, and then it ended up getting lost or whatever. And I looked because I was like, I kind of want that box again because it was really cool. That box is like stupid expensive now, and I'm just like, no. Baking Gamer 1987. Hey, it's the year I was born. I think Bowser needs to learn to take rejection better. My first GameCube was purple. Eventually that one broke down, and I got a black one. Yeah, I think when I think of GameCube, I think you gotta think of the purple one. It's like the iconic GameCube controller. Or
My
GameCube color.
was black, but I haven't actually seen the color of it in many years because it has a Twilight Princess skin on it.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know there was a. I gotta look this up, Space. I didn't know they had a Tales of Symphonia one. That's super cool.
I really wanted the Pokemon XD skin that they made, but I think it was a pre-order bonus, and my GameStop in typical GameStop fashion didn't have it.
Tales of Symphonia. Let's see. Oh man. Oh, it's like PAL exclusive? That looks so cool. Holy cow, yeah, that is so cool. Tales of Symphonia, I talked about earlier, like during the summers we would go to my friend's house, we'd go swimming, and then we'd go up and we'd play like 4-player. I loved that it was an RPG that you and all your friends could control. That was just so neat. That game was so weird. I remember that first, it was a dark game. Well, I mean, at least I remember one of the first areas going to, like, was it didn't the grandmother get like eaten by the monster or something like that? You had to fight him. Something I don't know. I don't remember too much about the story of Tales of Symphonia. I remember the gameplay and having a lot of fun with it, just being able to play with your friends. But it was a cool game. Oh man, that Mountain Dew Xbox with the like green screen, color green. I don't know how else to explain it. It's really cool. I also like the translucent like Halo Edition Xbox, and then the orange Xbox is pretty cool too. Bacon Gamer has 2 GameCubes, two black GameCubes, and a second one I got from my aunt who didn't want it anymore. Although currently I'm not speaking terms with my aunt to keep it simple. She's very toxic. She refuses anything. So that's cool. You got a couple GameCubes. Dust in your hand.
Get myself in serious mode.
Is this the game, Blau, that if you die, we've learned had like a super harsh punishment, like you have to go all the way back to the beginning or whatever?
No, that was Mario Land 2, and I think it was because my my flash cart didn't save.
Oh, okay. You could probably remote play Tales of Symphonia on stream or Steam. Oh, that would be really cool. Yeah, I kind of want to go back and play that with my friends.
This is not hard. I don't know why I'm dying so many times. It's the marathon curse.
Yeah. Alright, gotta get this iPad to charging. 39%, it's slowly moving up. Up from 35, so it bottomed out earlier.
Clearly I practiced the wrong version of Mario Land.
Alright, okay, it's charging again. Hey, what's up, Godzilla? Just exercising while listening, so you probably weren't able to type anymore. I picture Godzilla's probably out on the... Let's see. What do y'all think Godzilla's doing right now? He's able to listen.
Destroying Tokyo.
What's that?
Destroying Tokyo.
Oh, classic Godzilla fashion. I think he's probably maybe running, doing a nice... What time is it? It's 2... Well... Maybe he's outside having a jog. I mean, it's finally cooled down. These summers are pretty brutal, so maybe it's a little bit too hot. Did you know there was a Godzilla cartoon? I did not. I figured there probably would be, but I did not know that.
Freaking Kaizo block.
Hope you guys can hear Blau's frustrations. Ooh, yeah, Ring Fit. So is Ring Fit still super hard to come by? I hear it's...
I have not been able to find it. I've been looking for it since December.
Man, Nintendo's really good at having those. I don't. Well, I guess you can't really call it niche, but creating some unique ways to play games that go over really well. Ring Fit just I've watched Tyler stream it. It made me really want to get a copy of it.
Yeah, everybody started buying it when the Rona started because they couldn't go to gyms, and Nintendo can't keep up with production because of the Rona.
Oh.
Alright, finally got to my favorite world.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah, I've heard that it's just really, really hard to get. I think the Godzilla 98 movie had a cartoon. I watched, like, I wasn't a person, I don't, even today, I go to theaters for, like, all the big movies, but I'm not, like, an avid moviegoer. Obviously, I haven't gone to the theaters in a long time because of pandemic and everything, but for some reason, I went to the theaters and watched Godzilla 98. That's the one with, like, Matthew Broderick and, I think it's Matthew Broderick, and it's got, like, the guy that looks like Bloody Divac. I don't know, it was such a weird movie. Wow, thank you for the sub. Snivy. Snivy is a top tier Pokemon. 4 months of sub. Thank you, Solid. Matthew Broderick and like 3 Simpsons voice actors. Now I need to look this up. I want to go look at the cast of that movie. I don't know why. It was just one of those summer movies that we went and saw. Let's see. My mom helped me pre-order Marvel Universe official Marvel themed cookbook. Oh, Marvel Eats Universe. Oh, that's really cool. I like themed cookbooks and stuff. I mean, I don't cook all that often. I want to cook more. I need to just practice more and stuff. But I like there's a lot of Twitch channels with cooking themes and stuff, and I like it when they'll do. Actually, during one of our marathons, we were giving away, I think, some Zelda Breath of the Wild themed cookbooks and stuff. Anyways, I think those are really cool.
My cousin made a cookbook that was themed on Breath of the Wild.
Oh, really? That's awesome. Ooh, pizza dumplings. Sounds good. I'm a huge fan of dumplings in general. I like dumplings. There's this pretty good dim sum place that we live near. I'm not, anybody that knows me knows I'm not really a morning person. I mean, I'll stay up till the morning, but I'm not great at waking up in the morning, which is my biggest flaw when it comes to wanting to get dim sum. I love it, but I gotta be in the mood to wake up. My cooking skills have gone way up since I no longer go out to eat ever. Yeah, we haven't gone to a sit-down place in a while, but we've been trying to like support, which is still probably, I mean, obviously a little bit dangerous, but we've gone and like done the curbside pickup on some of the smaller businesses and stuff. We haven't been really doing any like traditional drive-through, you know, like McDonald's, Jack in the Box, Wendy's stuff. We're trying to do more of the businesses that would really need it, but yeah. Yeah, my brother, even with the contact-free pickup, so my brother really has to be careful right now because he has pretty bad asthma, or at least growing up. You know, being older, you don't get to test out how bad your asthma is too recently. Like growing up, we always played sports, so during like the winter and stuff, when we were playing basketball, he would have like asthma attacks on the court and stuff. He'd like even continue to play afterwards, but anyway, so he had pretty bad asthma. So right now, you know, pretty risky for him to go out anywhere. So he if he does, even if he does curbside pickup, he'll go back home and like re-nuke it in the microwave and make sure it's good to go. So he's been really locked up.
It really sells the whole shtick that he's in Area 51 on the stream.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, it's impossible. I died while invincible.
Yeah. He's being really careful. Most of my family is not that my obviously not, I guess not obviously, but my family isn't one of those like anti-mask people or anything like that. But my dad, he's very adventuresome. Like he's one of those people that he loves to get out and stuff like that. So stuff like what's going on right now, obviously going out and stuff's not that good. And my brother said he's like safer about it, but he's one of those people. It's he wakes up super early, 4 in the morning, whatever, and he likes to go out and just drive and like explore and stuff like that. But it makes my brother really nervous. Is that milk? Oh yeah, I should probably turn this around. It's straight up lemon juice.
Well, I gotta go through the bottom door of shame again. I only missed 2 of the top doors. Not too terrible. Alright, 4-3, home to such creatively named enemies such as Bird.
I love Bird.
I hear it's the word.
So, Bacon Gamer, so here in Texas, I've always been jealous. I'm guessing, well, I don't know if it's just northern places, but down here we really don't have basements, but I always, when I'd see like movies growing up, there was always it seems like the younger kids or like the teenagers or whatever, just the non owners of the home that would have the basements, and I always wanted a basement room. I always thought that'd be really cool to have like a basement and all your video games and all that stuff. But in Texas, we don't have basements, or if we do, it's really rare because the soil here is not conducive to having a basement. But anyways, yeah, I always thought like having a basement. So there was a friend that I met playing Phantasy Star Online, and she also played Smash Brothers, and I'd play against her online, and she'd have friends that would come over, and she was in a basement, and it just always sounded super cool to me, because at my house we had a lot of people, our house was like the house that a lot of our friends would come over and hang out, and once it got past like a certain time, my family all stayed up late, except for my dad. My dad always went to bed super early because he woke up for work super early, but my mom stayed up late, my brother, we were all late at night owls. And we wouldn't want to like disturb my dad or my parents, so whenever friends would come over like super late, like 1 a.m. or whatever, we would it was like Boy Meets World. It wasn't a 2-story house, but they would come through the window. So that's why I always, like growing up, we wanted a basement, so it'd be like the place to hang out, like in the basement. But no, people just came through my window. PSO, what is your experience with PSO2 been? So, yeah, I'm a huge Phantasy Star Online fan. The one I played the most was the GameCube. Loved the game. Phantasy Star Online 2 is really cool. So there's some things I don't. There's some like small gripes about it, but I wish we'd have got it right when it came out, because obviously the game came out in, I think, 2012, so it doesn't, graphically and.
Ooh, this game.
Oh, no, you already beat the game?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, everybody give props to Blau.
And there's that Daisy sprite.
There's some small gripes I have about it, but there's so many systems. The biggest gripe I have about it is the menuing, but overall, I feel like it's really good. I like the emergency quest system, where it's not really random. They have a schedule, where they have these events that a whole bunch of people, not just not you're just a group of 4, but it's something like 16 people can go and all fight this massive boss together. It's really fun. It feels like a good evolution of the Phantasy Star Online. I played Phantasy Star Universe as well, and that game wasn't received as well as Phantasy Star Online 2 or Phantasy Star Online. They tried. I can't fault them. They wanted to try different things, and that didn't last nearly as long. But I find myself still wanting to there's a private server of Phantasy Star Universe and wanting to try out that private server because while it wasn't great, I still think it was a lot of fun.
Oh man, sorry to hear that, Baking Gamer. That's why I made sure I pre-ordered it. I heard it was going to have limited physical run.
What was that for? For
the Story of Seasons Mineral Town.
Okay.
I didn't even know that it came with a little strawberry cow.
That's really cool.
It looks a lot like loaf.
Oh, the Legends of Loaf. Cow's got loaf, right? Metal.
It's got a little strawberry bell attached to its tail. It's really cute.
Metal was the original, the captor of loaf through the crane machine, I think. I was sitting here waiting for the midnight digital launch, and it wasn't letting anybody on until like 2 a.m. I got on a little bit late because of work or whatever. But I keep having issues with Gallows, and I've tried to do all the fixes that I can. I keep reinstalling it because I like it. I need to get back to playing PSO2. I haven't played, especially because there's new patches and stuff coming out. But mine keeps uninstalling itself.
Give me a sec to switch games here.
Yeah, it's no problem. Alright, guys,
You don't have to update the title.
What's that?
I said, at least you don't have to update the title.
Oh, yeah. That's what I thought, Metal. I couldn't remember.
Okay, I need to know if the sound is coming through. Usually when I have to fiddle with this, the sound like stop.
I see it jumping on my